Between 1972 and 1975, Nippon Television's Good Morning Kid Show hosted 4 different short-form tokusatsu hero programs that would pit heroic characters against a wide range of monsters. The first of these series was Red Man, which was produced by Tsuburaya Studios. Red Man aired in 1972 with 138 5-minute segments, each broadcast daily between Mondays and Saturdays. Red Man was followed by Go, Gutman, which was produced by Toho Studios and featured many monsters from previous productions by the studio. It featured 33 story arcs across the span of 156 individual episodes. The company would follow up this work with Go, Green Man, which followed the same format as its predecessors, but added narrative elements that gave Green Man more depth than those other shows. For its third and final production in this series of short-form tokusatsu hero shows, Toho produced Go, Kotaro Ushiwaka, which deviated from the previous 3 programs by not featuring stories of giants fighting kaiju. It also did away with the presentation of one story across multiple episodes and instead presented a full story in each 5-minute episode. Go, Kotaro Ushiwaka features 3 heroic characters wandering the land in search of yokai, spirits, and monsters who have been recruited by the evil fox yokai Kanjo to stir up trouble. The protagonist of the story is a hero named Kotaro Ushiwaka, who can harness the power of the sun. His traveling companions include Nudo, a yokai with tremendous physical strength, and Uragira, a fox yokai who is in search of riches. The presentation of their story and many battles against Kanjo's followers take many visual cues from period dramas and Japanese folklore, but the story itself is set in the present day, with multiple episodes featuring various amusement parks across Japan, including Yomiuri Land, Fuji-Q Highland, and Japanland. The format of each episode tends to follow the same formula. At the beginning of the story, Kanjo recruits a yokai with a very specific ability or power, who then goes off to find Kotaro, Nuido, and Uragira, triggering a showdown with the heroic trio of travelers. It's a simple format that's surprisingly flexible and lends itself to many types of situations. The episodic yokai that the heroes take on in each episode are mostly original creations made up from parts of other monster suits and costumes from Toho and other studios. For example, the headpiece of Spectreman's Giragin monster was repurposed for the Darkness yokai in episode 82. In episode 103, the yokai looks like it's repurposing Warrior of Love Rainbow Man's gloves and boots from his Dash 2 form. This approach is consistent with the previous short-form tokusatsu hero shows during this morning television block, which repurposed or mashed up older monster costumes for each story's villain role. Unlike its muted predecessors, Go Kotaro Ushiwaka's characters interact with each other and their adversaries. This leads to some minor character development and fun moments throughout the show that would not have been possible if Toho had stuck to the monsters and hero fighting format that made up most of Red Man, Gutman, and Green Man. The action scenes rely heavily on weapons-based combat, with Kotaro mostly using his bladed long staff and dagger to fend off the many yokai he fights throughout the series. However, the action scenes are toned down compared to Green Man and Gutman and incorporate more humorous elements to lighten up the presentation. They are still very fun to watch, but have a lighter feel than those of the other morning show heroes. As the final entry in the Good Morning Kid Show tokusatsu hero series, Go Kotaro Ushiwaka is a fun way to close out the series with a unique take on the hero versus monster concept. Unlike the previous programs, this show is just simple fun that's easy to follow and enjoy for what it is. If you're interested in checking it out, Toho has made several episodes available on YouTube. Use the link in the description below to check them out. If you want to learn more about the show, its history, and other monsters that were repurposed to build its yokai, use the link in the description below to check out the series page on Wikizilla.